Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. Today, I have a movie review for you of a movie titled Tigers Are Not Afraid. In Spanish, you can find it as Vuelve. It released in 2017, but just exclusively released on Shudder, which you can get a 7-day trial for. It's well worth it just to watch this movie. But if you're a horror fan, Shudder seems like a great service with horror content you won't find anywhere else. It has movies and TV shows. Now let me tell you about this movie. It's very reminiscent of Guillermo del Toro films. It's written and directed by Issa López. It's a fairy tale with horror elements that tells a very real-to-life grim story of the realities of narcos in Mexico, seen through the eyes of the kids who have lost their lives and families to the bloody hands of the cartels. It opens with a young lady in school. Her name is Estrella, which stands for star, played by Paola Lara. She's learning in class when loud shots ring off outside, and teachers go under their desks. Kids and teachers go under their desks, afraid for their lives. It's a very true-to-life situation in Mexico, where so many die daily by the hands of the cartels. Estrella's teacher hands her 3 pieces of chalk and tells her, "These are your 3 wishes. This is where the story and world turn upside down. Nothing is what it seems." Something unknown starts following her from the victim that was killed outside the school grounds. She goes back home and performs her first wish, and it's not what she expected. It takes a very dark turn. She leaves her house, meets a young man called El Shine, played by Juan Ramon Lopez, the leader of a very small gang of very young kids living in the worst poverty due to the cartel taking the lives away of their loved ones. Forced to live outside as runaways from place to place, looking for scraps to eat. The cartel is after them. Estrella joins them, and this is where the story begins. It's a game of cat and mouse throughout. These young kids are being hunted by the cartel, and Estrella being constantly haunted by spirits of the other world. They are in constant danger. The cartel are heartless. They kill adults and kids and might cut them up and sell their parts. It's very true to life of the going-ons in Mexico constantly. These young kids ain't the thugs you are used to seeing in other movies. These are very young kids, which ages seem to range from 4 years old to possibly 11. They seem tough on the outside, but inside they're shaken and very afraid. They are very good kids that are faced with a very dark fate. All the kid actors are very believable. They do an amazing job portraying regular life Mexican kids living in the worst poverty. The standouts are Estrella and El Shine. They did an amazing job portraying their roles. You constantly feel this is too real, and you are constantly scared for all their lives. The fairy tale elements come into play from those 3 wishes Estrella has. Even when the film ended, it left me thinking, was it her kid imagination, or is it really a dark fairy tale that has come to life? The setting of the movie is spot on. This is Mexico, and this is real poverty Mexican people face daily. The music is amazing with this fairy tale theme and horror theme throughout the whole movie. The film's tone is very real, very grim, very serious, with fantasy and horror elements to set apart from any other movie of its kind. Fans of the upcoming game, Concrete Genie, exclusively for the PlayStation 4, will love the use of graffiti in this movie, which tells its own story and warns of upcoming dangers. It is beautifully used throughout the movie. The horror elements are very creepy and seem too real, like the Conjuring movies, but even more frightening for us Latinos that know that setting too well. In closing, the film gripped me from the start and never let me go. It has a message of strength for all the people in Mexico, which I love. We are all afraid, but we're all warriors when we face harsh realities and dangers in life. We, the Tigers, ain't afraid when we come out through the other side. This setting is too real for me, having visited the hometown of my parents growing up. The story was paced very nicely. It left me wanting more of this real life setting, but also its fantasy elements and horror elements. I would love to see a sequel with older kids. I highly recommend it to fans of fantasy movies and also fans of horror movies. If you enjoyed this review, please hit that like, share this video on all your social media and with all your friends. Don't forget to subscribe. If you're already subscribed, don't forget to hit the notification bell for upcoming videos. Thank you all for watching. I'm out. Peace.